All right, I'm back. This is Markel Taylor. For y'all that know me in the professional arena, I'm a mental health advocate. Suffer from adverse childhood experiences. I'll explain that here in just a minute of what happened in my childhood. Y'all kind of know from the videos I've put out in the past, but kind of explain to you how it affects your ability to be able to behave effectively in society or in anywhere. It was a huge disconnect between my body and brain. Little bit again about myself. Half of my life was kind of spent in the streets, bad environment. The other half was spent in the penitentiary. Served almost 19 years straight, got out, went back for a year, got out, went back for about 6 months, got out, and I caught another aggravated robbery and second-degree kidnapping in 2016 after serving all that time for an aggravated robbery. So I'm from, like to say, those communities, those environments are the hood for those that are from where I'm getting ready to talk to. I want to talk to some of you gangbangers out there and some of you individuals that's really on drugs, crack, alcohol, prostitution, because that was my life. You know, I don't have to tell you where I'm from, but I'm from those streets. So for the Crips, the Bloods, the GDs, the Vice Lords, the Serenas, the Northanians, here's some breakthrough information that I want to give you. If you are gang banging right now, right, and you out there, you got gun in your ways, and you're a part of an organization that's leading to self-destructive ways, you first superimposing your disorders onto everybody around you, your family. I did that. And secondly, you are frozen psychologically in time. It's called the frozen psychological state of dependency. ABO's marketing termed that term because of what happened to me 4 years ago when I was facing life after doing all that time and didn't know how to regulate my emotions and didn't know how to control my impulses. So when you come from those poverty-stricken communities, a lot of time what happened, you suffer the fear from the domestic violence, from the drugs and alcohol that's around you, and in your body that fear sits in. But when that fear sits in, the cortisol levels in your brain goes up, right? And if they stay up, they begin to secrete to other areas of the brain. They become dangerously high, and they secrete to other areas of the brain, and they begin to damage neurons in those other areas of the brain. And those neurons are conducing cells. And so that when those are damaged, it leads to impulsive behaviors. So I want to tell you, 4 years ago, me facing life, I was told that I had a 10-year-old brain. I was a 47-year-old male with the brain of a 10-year-old child. That was a hard pill to swallow. You still doing things like you did at 10 years old. You still depending on the things to get you out of your physiological or neurological state that you depended on at 10. So if you're doing what you were doing at 10, you're frozen in time. Research. You're frozen in time. The people that are around you need to know that. If your family see you cripping in your blood and still and you're selling crack, if you put a gun in your waist and you put crack around you or anything destructive around you and think you're safe in the street, that's called neuroception, lacking the ability to understand relative safety and danger. You think what's danger is safe and what's safe is danger. You have become normalized in the world that you were in because I was. I'm telling you for real. You need to listen to me right now. Get help. 4 years ago, I was facing life, the habitual criminal, aggravated robbery, second-degree kidnapping, and the doctor surrounded me in that men's mental health transition unit and said that this kid suffered from those. The levels in his body is always heightened. This is what is leading him to his behavior after doing that time, and the courts have just treated me with prison. Not this time. Dr. Nina Minagawa, the Men's Mental Health Transition Unit, Dr. Brad McMillan, C.A. Shive, the ABO's Marketing, ABO's Advocacy Service, Men's Mental Health Transition Unit. I think I mentioned that. Jared Thiel, these guys surrounded me, and they began to give me the skills to be able to regulate my emotions and control my impulses. Understand that there was a disconnect between my brain and my body. That's right. I was walking around like a zombie. The drugs had literally hijacked my neural pathways, and they had assigned to it the highest value, even at the expense of my own children. I'm sorry to Marcius. I'm sorry to you, Courtney. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, my cousins. You guys are passed away. I'm doing this now because of you. I don't want to see another child in these streets that have to suffer internally, physiologically, neuropsychologically, psychologically, from these mental health disorders. I was suicidal 4 years ago. And C.A. Shively came and talked me out and put ABO's Marketing behind the Rebuild Your Mind Mental Health Challenge, launched it from the county jail. So I thank everybody that has supported me, but you individuals that are out there, you must listen to me. You're operating with brains of children. Take your brain back. Contact ABO's Marketing, ABO's Advocacy Service. Rebuild your mind. 720-490-9834. We want to connect you to the treatment. Those doctors surrounded me in the courts and told the judge, not this time. This guy has finally been treated and he is being healed, and his behaviors are now the behaviors of a 47-year-old, not a 10-year-old, and they fought for me in those courts. And the Brain Injury Alliance of Colorado, Professor Kim Gorgans, they provided with me neuropsychological screenings. It was a taunting and a horrifying thing to understand that I had a brain image, traumatic brain damage, and I was operating 37 years younger than I was. Oh my God, you guys need help. Let us help you. I come from there. I know what you go through when you're out there on that crack. I know what you go through when you're out there alcoholic. I know what it does when I hijack your brain. I lost 2 children behind this. Please, I'm asking everybody to join us. Everybody, you gangbangers out there, individuals, prostitution and selling drugs, we are superimposing our disorders onto the entire community, and it's causing havoc in our homes, in the courts, and we're losing children. I'm asking you, fight with us. Fight with us. Markel Taylor, I'm signing off, Communication Director. Fight with us. Rebuild your mind. Mental Health Challenge and Initiative. We're coming. It's time. Suicidal inmate. We coming. You can be advocates now. Self-advocacy. Thank you, the whole team. Thank you, all of you guys. Kim, Nina, McMillan, Brad, everybody. I really appreciate you. C.A. Shavi. I appreciate everyone in my corner.